Hello again, everybody. You know who I really feel sorry for? Well, besides young men who are already losing their hair in their teens and early 20s, not that I know anything about that. By the way, I love it now. I wouldn't have it any other way. Just get right out of bed and start your day. But no, that just came to my mind. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about these guys. Fans of the Cleveland Browns, so long-suffering. Yes, I feel sorry for them. Their team has not won an NFL championship since 1964. Folks, that's over 60 years ago. See how good I am at math? That's even before the Super Bowl era. In fact, they have not even played in a Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns, in fact, have only been in the playoffs 4 times since 1999. You might be thinking, great history lesson, Dave. So what does all this have to do with investing, the Cleveland Browns and all that? Well, plenty. It's all about accountability. It's all about not accepting any blame that should be coming your way. I know this hurts a little bit as investors, but we all tend to do it. Perhaps the main reason why the Browns have been so inept for year after year, decade after decade, is the fact that they just cannot seem to find a franchise-saving quarterback. It doesn't matter if it's through the draft or trades or signing a big free agent. They can't seem to ever get it done right. They're so inept at it, laughably so, comically so. What if Browns management then, after all these decades, came to this conclusion? The system is rigged. I mean, we're smart people. We're NFL professionals. We're execs. We've been around. We know how to play this game. There is no way that one team can get it wrong year after year, decade after decade. So the system is rigged against us. All these other teams win at the expense of us, of the Cleveland Browns. Now, we would think that's ridiculous. It's because you're making mistakes. You're not holding yourselves accountable. My friends, we do that sometimes as investors. Why? Why do we do that as investors? Oh, let me count the ways. I'm going to go through 4 of them right now. We have, first of all, impatience. Does that sound familiar, like not being able to wait? Not having the discipline of patience? Yeah, that's a biggie. We give up on stocks too quickly. Number 2, bad advice. And I'm not even talking about necessarily professional advisors. I'm talking about people in your own circle who you listen to. That guy at the water cooler who's bragging about all these stocks that he bought and has made a lot of money when probably he might be fudging the truth just a little bit. Or your Uncle Joe around the Thanksgiving dinner table who's telling you the hottest asset class you should be investing in. That always works to your detriment as an investor. Tune it out. Number 3, we have fear and greed. My friends, how often do I talk about that on the SimonSays Podcast? Go back and look at the title of any of these podcasts, and so many of them have to do with emotional investing. They have to do with trying to time the market. Pick any of them. They'll all work. But the twin evil emotions of fear and greed and looking at headline news will always make us poor investors. And number 4, no plan. No plan. Let me get philosophical with you for just a second here. What is the purpose of your money? What is the purpose of each and every dollar that you put to work in your 401k, in your IRA, in your taxable money? It has to have a reason to be there. It has to have a purpose. So if you give in to emotional fear and greed and you don't have a plan and you're impatient, that's why you're failing, I hate to say it, as an investor, not because this stock market is rigged against you. Look, my friends, investing really isn't that difficult. All right? It's relatively simple. I put money away. I put it in good quality investments, and I sit and I watch it grow over the long term. It's almost like losing weight, really. The process sounds simple. Oh, I need to eat less and exercise. Okay, I'll try that. And then when you do, how difficult is it? Well, I kind of like to eat ice cream. And I don't want to get on the treadmill 4 or 5 days a week. Simple in theory, very difficult to practice in reality. Investing is the same way. Put money away long term. Let it grow. It's all back end go. It's all back end loaded. Let the dollars build up a little bit. But once you get in, we always tend to give in to fear and greed and impatience. So we need to stop a little bit with this conspiratorial thinking that we fail because somehow the market is rigged against the little guy and it's all the big boys and girls on Wall Street who make all the money. Let me tell you something, that's not true. I know plenty of people on Wall Street who are doing very, very well and lost it all because of bad trades or a bad thought process. It happens to everybody. But I also know lots of people, you'll never know their names, who just did it very small, in small increments, long term, and they won. They didn't give in to the idea that the market is rigged against them. And I'll leave you with this thought. It's not a stock market. It is a market of stocks. Think about that for a second. It's a subtle difference. But IBM, Home Depot, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, every one of those stocks, something would have to be rigged against every company. It's silly on the face of it. Investing is simple. Think long term. It works every time it's tried. So thanks again for tuning into Simon Says Podcast. And I've been getting some really nice responses of people who are telling me they indeed are passing along some of these videos to younger investors, perhaps in their family. Go back and check out some of the titles like Investing for Beginners and give the video, send it on to these folks that you know, because it's really helping a lot of younger investors. And I got to tell you something, that's one of my missions on the Simon Says Podcast. We do a horrible job in this country educating young people on how to invest, and I love to be a part of the teaching process. Help me out on that, will you? We'll talk to you again next week.